Let's review this radio. Model number DMX5710S, made by Kenwood. This car audio head unit has an AM/FM tuner, Bluetooth for phone calls and music streaming, along with wired and wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It has a few extra cool features that we'll be going over, so hang out as we do a full review and demonstration on this new Kenwood radio. Hey, what's up? Josh here from Breaker Stereo and Performance. Welcome to our channel that reviews all the best in car audio, performance, suspension, and more. Because we don't drive stock. And if you're like us, for stock just isn't gonna cut it, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Okay, so let's start off with the pricing on this head unit, which is $379. Not too bad for a name brand car audio head unit with wireless Android Auto and wireless Apple CarPlay. When those features were first introduced, head units like this were starting at around $600, which wasn't too long ago. Now let's go over all the other notable features that you get for $379. So this radio is Sirius XM ready and is also iDataLink Maestro compatible. And since a lot of stock head units have information from the vehicle on the OEM stereo screen, with the iDataLink Maestro RR, this unit will support those functionalities on the face of the radio. Now this unit will also support FLAC and WAV files up to 24-bit 192 kilohertz, and this also supports wireless mirroring of an Android device. Now, other features that you may want to know about is this does have 3 sets of 2.5 volt pre-outs, front, rear, and sub, along with the built-in amplifier at 22 watts times 4 RMS or 50 watts times 4 peak. And this has built-in crossovers, time alignment, and a 13-band graphic EQ. Okay, let's do a quick unboxing and then we'll move on to the demonstration. Okay. All right, so let's start with this box here. Okay. Bluetooth mic, GPS antenna. So when you're using the navigation apps, it's more accurate. You do get a trim ring. This is your main harness here, and this is the parking brake wire. All right, and then of course you got your warranty card and your owner's manual. Okay, now we got the radio itself. All right, so this it's a short body, which is nice. And then there's also these brackets are on the top, but this is otherwise just an L shape. Looks like you could remove those brackets if you wanted to, but it's probably not a need to. So we have a 6.8-inch screen. You have some buttons here on the side. Build quality does look nice. It's nice and heavy. It's small and it's got a lot of stuff in it. And then what kind of stands out here is the little heat sink on the back of this. All right, so we have our USB connection here. This is the input for the GPS antenna. The Sirius XM input, tuner sold separately. This is the first part of the iDataLink Maestro plugin, and then the standard AM/FM antenna. You have the main harness here, camera input here. You have a video out, which we didn't talk about yet. And then you have front, rear, and sub RCAs, input for the Bluetooth mic, and then this is the second part of the iDataLink Maestro input. Okay, so this is our home screen here. If you hit the matrix, this will give us all our sources. We have radio, XM, Bluetooth audio, USB. It's giving you your device list. Okay, and then you got standby, and then the vehicle information that will be colored in once you hook up the Maestro RR and program it. Satellite radio, aka Sirius XM, wireless mirroring, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Okay, in the next page, we have media through the USB, Bluetooth streaming, radar detector, gauges, that's for the RR, and then climate, parking assist, wireless mirroring for Android devices. Okay, and then they're repeating the Apple CarPlay and the Android Auto here, and then telephone. All right, that's that. Let's go and hook up my phone really quick. So you're gonna go into your Bluetooth menu, pick the DMX5710S. It's gonna ask the pair on your phone, allow, and hit yes. And now it's asking this. Do you want to connect Apple CarPlay? And I hit yes. Okay, and it takes a second here. And once it's connected, boom, it pops right up. So the technology for wireless CarPlay and Android Auto is much better than it was in the past. Before, it was a lot of toggling between Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, and now they make it super simple. You just go to your Bluetooth menu, and it basically takes you step by step. And as you can see, I did that live. That took, I don't know, 8 to 10 seconds. So Pretty good. All right, so let's go back to the Kenwood partition here, and we'll show you some of the features that this has. So let's go to the setup. All right, and here you have your AV setup, your display, user interface, camera, special and connection. Let's go to audio. And here we have our crossover and speaker sizing. We'll do that here in a minute. EQ, positioning, fader balance, volume offset, and then sound effects. So let's go into speaker, crossover. Here you can choose the type of vehicle it is. So you have compact, a sedan, you got wagon, you got SUV, and then passenger van. So select whatever you like, or select the type of vehicle you have. And then here, as you can see, this is highlighted for the front. So you can pick the size of your front speakers, whether they be 3.5s or all the way up to 7x10s, even though I don't think anyone makes it anymore, or even a 6x9, which is more common in trucks now. The rear is the same, so you can pick the size, and you can also pick the location as well. Okay, you can do that in the front too. So upper door, lower door, partial shelf. I believe that's going to be your rear deck. On the front, the positioning is lower door area, upper door area, on dash, and under dash. Then you can choose your subwoofer size. And then here, it says crossover. So if we go to crossover, here we can select either front, rear, or sub crossovers. Here you select the frequency that you want to cross over at. That's 40, 50, all the way up to probably 220, 250, okay? Then you have the slope, negative 12 dB or negative 6 dB. And then they also give you negative 18 and then also negative 24. So the higher the number, the steeper the slope, okay? And then you have your rear and then your sub. That's gonna give you all the same crossover features. And then there is phase inversion, either 180 or 0 on the subwoofer, okay? All right, so that's that. Let's go to the EQ. So on the EQ, you have a 13-band equalizer, okay? You just touch and move, okay? So the chip is not too bad. It's kind of responsive, not too bad. For a lower-end radio, you are gonna expect some delays, but this is definitely tolerable. Then you have bass extend on or off, and then you have subwoofer level here as well. There are some presets. If you hit the preset here, you got your pop, easy, top 40, and so on and so forth. And there are also some presets as well. All right, so that's the EQ. All right, so you have position. You can do front left with the driver. You can do front right. You can do all. And you can also go into this and do adjustments as well. Okay, so here it gives you, I like this. This gives you the distance and also the milliseconds, so the speed. So that's kind of cool. If you set that up, it can be impactful. Okay, all right. And then fader and balance, I won't go over volume offset. Okay, each source has their own volume offset, so you can choose to plus or minus that. And then you have sound effects. So you have bass boost off to 3, loudness off to high. You can turn off the built-in amplifier if you are not using the power and you have outboard amplifiers. In doing so, the benefit of doing that is the head unit will run cooler. Okay, all right, so let's go back here to the setup. This is your AV setup. You have your AV out, is either on or off. Then you have reverse with attenuation on. So when you put in reverse, the music will mute down a little bit. And then you have your voice guidance here. Okay, so you have all these here that you can adjust, which is nice, all right? And then you have your display. From here, you can customize a wallpaper. All right, so you can choose here, or you can sync with your smartphone, which is kind of cool. Next, we have user interface, and that's gonna be, let's give you some options here to kind of choose from, all right? So here we have camera, and then you can turn it on or off, and then you can also set up the guidelines from here as well. All right, next is special. All right, so this is gonna have the demo on or off, and then the product information along with the software information as well, okay? If you never own one of these head units, there are software updates that happen every now and then. Sometimes they can get buggy, and when they do, you go on to the website and see if there's a software update, and if you update the software, a lot of times that bugginess will go away. Next, we have connection, and that's just gonna give you your device list and your Bluetooth. Okay, all right, so let's go to Apple CarPlay. All right, so again, wireless. And then you have all your music apps are here. So you have Apple Music, you have Amazon Music, Spotify, Pandora. And then you have messaging apps like Skype, Telegram, and then your standard text messaging. The navigation like Maps, Google Maps, and Waze. And then you also have things like Audible and then audiobooks. Okay, so pretty solid unit. Lots of great features. That will conclude the demo. Okay, pros and cons. Pros: wireless Android Auto and wireless Apple CarPlay. iData-Link Maestro compatible, and all the digital processing like the EQ, the time alignment, and the crossovers. And of course the price. And my only con is the 2.5 volt pre-out, but considering the next closest head unit with similar features that have a higher volt pre-out is the Pioneer DMH-W3050 NEX, but that's priced at $449, so $379 is not too bad. Great radio, great price, great value. If you want one of these for yourself, support this channel by picking it up from us. Now there's a link below in the description taking you directly to the product page. Hope you guys found some value in this video. If so, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Again, my name is Josh. I'm with Breaker Stereo and Performance. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.